So you're trying to figure out whether or not you should attend a goals retreat? Doesn't seem like the thing you want to do? Well, in this video, I'm going to share some of the lessons that I learned by attending a goals retreat recently. Coming up. Hey there, it's Billy once again with Keep on Cash Flow. I'm back once again to share with you a number of different strategies and tips on how you can go out and make more money, how you can have more control over your free time, and ultimately live with less stress. So if it's your first time here, as I always do, I'm going to ask you right up front to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And also, when you like the content that's in the video, go ahead and give it a like. And also, while I'm asking, might as well ask for more, go ahead and share it with your friends. The reason I say share it with your friends is that, well, because you probably are hanging out with like-minded people, and those friends of yours will help to make our community even stronger with many more like-minded people. So, thank you for that right up front, and you probably want me to get to the meat of the content. So let me do just that. And I'm also going to share with you that recently I was going through a lot of uncertainty and trepidation and quite honestly some uneasiness because I was going to, I think most of you know already, I work in a corporate job and I spend a lot of time there, and I work on making sure every day that I can bring more and more success to our customers. And you probably are doing something very similar because you're already a part of this community or just joining. And I thought about actually spending some time out of the office to go and invest in myself and really focus on the goals. Now, most of you know that I take goal setting very seriously, and it's something that I've talked to you about in the past. However, I'd never actually invested in a, let's say, 2.5 day course on introspection, just really focusing on the goals, and went beyond just financial goals, really started looking at spiritual, community goals, and a number of different things. I mean, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that now, but I broke through this fear because most of us have fear and we have concerns and we have things that hold us back, and I'm no different. I guess what I've learned is how to deal with those fears, how to deal with that uneasiness. And I'm also very fortunate that the organization that I work for is also very much into allowing and inspiring employees to go out and follow their dreams. I mean, for instance, the previous CEO of the company I worked for is someone who's written a best-selling book. One of the current co-CEOs is actually someone who has a podcast, who goes out and talks about things that are not directly related to our company, and at the same time inspire many millions of people around the globe. And so I thought, well, if they're doing it, well, why not invest time in myself to get to know even more? And so decided to do that. And I'm so glad that I did, because I actually have some things that I want to share with you now. And many of us may sit down at a kitchen table and you may do your goals, or most people don't do their goals. Actually, it was a pretty interesting statistic of the number of specifically Americans that take the time to actually write down goals, and it was really pretty low. And you can look that up, you can Google it, find out how many actually go out and write down goals. But anyway, while I was there, I learned a lot about myself. And some of the lessons that I want to share with you really are 3. There's so many more that we could talk about, and I'd love to get your comments, because this is one of the things that I think it would help you and I both to grow by being able to share these experiences. But number 1, and it goes back to the basics, by being able to focus literally anytime you go to a retreat or anytime you go to really spend outside of your office and you can focus on you, goal setting. Like I said, I did 2.5 days. It gave me a very clear roadmap for what I would like to be able to accomplish at myself, my team, my family, and on many different axes. And the fact that I have this roadmap and I have clear milestones that are time bound throughout the year will help me know whether or not I am on task, and will help you to understand whether or not you are on track to achieve your goals. That was the first thing. The second thing that really stood out and I was excited about was to have and be surrounded by so many like-minded people, others that were interested in investing in themselves, to have clarity in their goals, what they want to be able to achieve, and how they want to be able to help others. So being able to be surrounded by like-minded people for 2.5 days, or the time that the retreat that you will attend is scheduled for, makes it fantastic. So being able to be surrounded by like-minded people. And then I was listening to a podcast, the real estate guys, one of the guys, Russell Gray, was talking about the importance of network and the importance of networking. And this was one of the things that I also realized when you are able to attend this type of event. And I know this is something I've talked about in the past, attending any type of live event, but this one specifically around goal setting, to be able to network with other people that come from very different backgrounds, have very different mindsets, and being able to take in their points of view to help form the way that you're going to look at the world. And he talked about, once again, just the networking opportunity and the way that by networking you're able to learn and grow. And it was no different in this particular retreat. So, like I said, it was something that was really important. It was something that was on my heart that I really wanted to share with you, because I struggled with it in the beginning. And by being able to go through that and break through that, let's say, fear of being away from the office for 2.5 days, was able to really get a very good perspective on many new areas, not just financial and family, but many other perspectives. And was also helped me to give me that clear focus for the year with clear milestones to help me know as I'm on track. It gave me the opportunity to be surrounded by like-minded people for that time, which helped my own personal growth and will help you with your growth. And lastly, being able to have the networking opportunities will help you in the moment and beyond. As you foster those relationships and help them to build, that network will be something that will be extremely valuable to you. So wanted to share that with you. And as I mentioned before, I mean, I work in a big company, and at the same time, I'm building my own dream. And I want you to be able to do the same thing and be able to skip through a lot of the mistakes that I made. So when real estate or any type of thing that is part of your goal or your dream, mine specifically is real estate, I'd love to be able to share that with you. You can learn from that. All you need to do is go to keeponcashflow.com/roadmap. You can pick up your free ebook there. And I always love to hear from you. I always love to get your comments. You can leave them here somewhere, or down here, I guess, because that continues our conversation. So once again, my name is Billy Keels with Keep on Cash Flow. That's my 2 cents for today. And as always, hasta la próxima.